everyone, it's Melody. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are brand new. I am a new mom and excited to make another video about motherhood. My daughter Kaylee is 2 months old now. I can't believe how fast the time has gone by. Within the last 2 months, we've learned about a lot of products that we like and a lot of products that we do not like, because there are so many baby products out there that it can sometimes get overwhelming. I know that as a new mom, I was overwhelmed by all the products out there and just didn't really know what to get. So some things I got, I realized I didn't need, some things I didn't get and wish I gotten earlier. So this video is to talk to you about all of our favorite things and some of the things that maybe weren't working so well for our family. If you are here for the first time, or if you're returning and you're not subscribed, before I continue on, I'm going to remind you to make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified whenever I have new videos. Also hit the bell icon to actually get the notifications to know whenever a video goes live. And if you are liking this kind of content and want to see more of it, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And it really helps me know what kind of content to make here on my channel. Quick disclaimer before I continue is that this video is not sponsored. None of these items were gifted to me by the companies. They're all items I either purchased or were gifted to me by friends or family members. Keep in mind, these are just my opinions and views on how the products work for our family. There may be the same product that works really well for you, and just because it didn't work for me does not mean that it's not going to work for you. The first item I'm going to be talking about is a baby bottle. If you feed your baby with a bottle, it's really important to find the right bottle that works for you. The regret item that I have is going to be this Dr. Brown's bottle. A lot of people like this bottle and we were recommended it by a lot of people, but it really did not work for us because of the fact that it has this crazy vent system. One bottle has all these parts and the cleanup just takes forever. On top of that, no matter what I've done with the Dr. Brown's bottles, they have leaked for us and it's just too much cleanup. So instead of the Dr. Brown's bottles, even though she takes it just fine, we've decided to just use the regular Medela bottles that come with the breast pump, or you can just buy them separately. And Kaylee, again, has no problem taking either bottle, but this one does not leak. I will try to put links to everything I'm talking about in the description box through either Amazon or Target or wherever I got the items, so that you can check them out yourself if you want to. The second item I want to talk to you about today is related to diapers. If you have a newborn, you know how many diapers they go through. I never knew that until I got Kaylee. She can go through anywhere between 10, 15 diapers a day. And when they're going through that many diapers, you don't want it to stink up the room. So it's important to have a good contraption to be able to place the waste after you change their diaper. The item that didn't really work for us is a plastic diaper pail that requires special bags. There are several of these, including the Diaper Genie and the Munchkin pail. These pails do not trap all the smell inside because it's plastic and it has pores so that the smell kind of comes out. And I also don't like buying special bags that cost 10 times more than regular trash bags. What has worked for us is using the Ubi diaper pail. This is a steel pail and it traps the smell in really well because it is steel and has some special interlocking things. I'm not really sure how it works, but it works really well for us. And the best part about it is that it does not require any special bags. It is a little bit more expensive than a regular plastic diaper pail. However, the money you're going to save in not having to buy special trash bags is going to far exceed the money you will spend on this diaper pail. On top of that, I feel that it seals in the smell a lot better than those plastic pails. The next item I want to talk about might not apply to you if you have a lot of space in a big nursery, but because we have a small nursery and limited space, an item that did not work for us was a straight up changing table. This means it's a changing table and that is the sole purpose of the table. The reason why that doesn't work for us is because it takes up a lot of space and I can't use the item again after Kaylee grows out of the diaper stage. The item that has worked really well for us is a dresser with a changing table on top. I bought the I think it's Baby Leto one. I'll put a link in the description. I purchased it off Amazon and it works so well because the changing table attaches on top, but I can remove it when she no longer needs it and still use it as a dresser. Whereas a regular changing table, it would take up just as much space, but I wouldn't be able to use it after she's out of diapers. Another item that has not really worked for us are using muslin blankets as swaddles. I love the muslin blankets, and they have worked well for us as far as using them as little cover-ups and blankets. However, they haven't worked well for us to swaddle Kaylee in, because Kaylee's arms move all around and they always get out and break free of these muslin blankets. So what we like instead, and I've mentioned this in my other video, if you saw my video on sleep and how my newborn sleeps through the night, I've mentioned these swaddles before. We like the zippered swaddles that can zipper up or down from the bottom or the top. It makes easy diaper changes. You can undress her if you're doing it from the top, and the zippered swaddles don't allow her to flail her arms around, which sometimes kind of freaks her out and it makes her wake up. And they also make her feel more snug, tight, and secure and comforted. The two brands that we really love are the Swaddle Up zippered swaddle. Those have arms that make the baby look like little angels, angel wings. And the other one is the Wombie swaddle. That one does not have a place for their arms to stick up, but it really makes them feel comforted, like they're inside the womb still. So those. Okay, this item is going to be necessary if you are feeding your baby and there's lots of parts and pump parts if you're pumping, and bottle parts and pacifiers and anything baby related that you need to wash. This product is going to be a must. It is the drying rack that looks like a grassy area. It's a little grass drying rack where you put the bottles and the accessories on top and it dries it right for you. I don't have another bottle rack that I've tried, so I don't know if the other ones work as well, but I love this one because you are able to dry a lot of things at once, and the way that it's set up, the items easily dry. So the air doesn't get trapped in, it's not concealed, it's just this little grassy area with plastic things that you stick the bottles on top and they dry really easily. So, okay, here is another big regret item that we used for Kaylee, and that is a pad of ink, even though it's non-toxic, to try to get her footprints. Okay, that was a disaster. We should have done it when she was asleep, but we did not. We tried to get her feet to step on the ink pad, get on a piece of paper, and it took a while and it was a bit messy and she was crying. We also tried it with her hand. She was not having that, so we only got half a handprint. I'll actually show you over here what it looked like. So here's what it looked like, her handprint and her footprints. They don't look too bad. The footprints don't look too bad, and the handprint, you can obviously tell that it, we didn't do it properly. However, I wanted to still keep it because it's a good keepsake of something that we did with Kaylee. And it just kind of goes to show that babies are unpredictable. You might not be able to get what you want from them. But the reason why this was such a disaster is because the ink got everywhere. It got on the changing table, it got on her clothes, it was just hard to get off, even though it was a non-toxic type of ink. So instead of getting this type of ink, I'm going to recommend getting something that is more of a clay and that doesn't leave stains everywhere. Now this I have not used yet, so I don't know if it is good or not. However, it was a gift sent to me by my old college roommate, Vicky. This seems a lot less messy than the actual ink, which I highly do not recommend. Although there is now a transferable type of ink pad that you can have the baby step on, but they don't actually step on the ink. So that's another one I'm gonna recommend that my neighbor actually used for her baby. But definitely just don't try to get them on an ink pad. That's not gonna work unless you have a baby that's really calm and does not mind having her feet and hands stuck into a pad of ink. This is another regret, and along with that, I'm gonna have another favorite item of ours. I regret getting the infant insert for the Halo bassinet, and here's why. The Halo bassinet is a bassinet that's fairly expensive. It's not like super high-end, but it's also not an inexpensive one. A few $100s, but it doesn't come with an infant insert. The infant insert makes it a lot smaller so the infant doesn't roll around a lot, but it doesn't last very long. It only lasted us 2 months, and in that 2 months, Kaylee used it maybe 2-3 times before she kind of grew out of it, because we didn't have her sleeping in the bassinet right away because she didn't want to sleep in there right away. So the infant insert is something that I recommend you skip over completely. We didn't really need it. I wish we didn't invest the money into it or have it on our registry. What we do love for infants sleeping on was the Rock and Play by Fisher-Price. The Fisher-Price Rock and Play is a $50-$60 item that allows the baby to sleep comfortably. So the Rock and Play was a great item for us for her to sleep in when she was just brought home from the hospital, and the infant insert was not. She has now transitioned to her actual halo bassinet where she sleeps flat. Took a few days for us to transition her. First she wasn't happy about it, but now she sleeps like an angel in the bassinet. I was gonna say sleep like a baby, but a lot of babies don't sleep very well, so I don't know why they say sleep like a baby when it's a term used to describe babies sleeping really well. But she sleeps really well in the actual bassinet now. But the rock and play saved us for the first couple months because that was a comfortable place for her to feel like she was back in the womb to be able to sleep. Rock and play, highly recommend it. I actually didn't know about this item until someone gifted it to me secondhand, and I asked, what is this? What is this item? And my friend told me that it's something that the baby will probably want to sleep in, and she was absolutely right. Okay, this item is a really exciting item that I want to share with you, and it is a playtime item. We got the Fisher-Price kick and play mat that looks like a piano where she kicks. Kaylee loves this play mat. She's able to be active with her feet. Bright colors turn on, and she also has little toys up here to look at. It comes with this little mirror, and I have it next to our mirror on our closet door. She likes to stare at herself when she's playing as well. Good girl, Kaylee. She has active legs, so it allows her to kick and get some interactive motion coming back with the kicks. Most of the other playmats I saw did not have a kick feature, which is why I like this one, because that is the most active part of her body. I absolutely love this. It has all these different settings, so you can do the song setting.
Musical animal fun.
You can do the musical animal setting.
Monkey, frog, monkey, elephant.
So as she kicks, it turns on different animal sounds.
Monkey.
And there's also
Let's play the piano.
the piano setting where she's just playing the piano. You gonna play with your feet? And then, I believe there's one more setting on here.
Musical animal
no, we did that
fun.
one already.
Elephants, red, yellow,
So this was a color setting as well.
red.
And you can actually adjust this mat as she gets older. This can lift up higher. You can use this mat for tummy time. It is definitely Kaylee's favorite way to do playtime. The reason I recommend it over others is because it has a lot of interactive elements as far as her being able to kick and make sounds. It has colors and shapes, it has music, and it gives her something to do on the play mat in addition to giving her some of those things she can grab onto, those toys. Other play mats that I researched only had the toys you could grab onto but didn't have a place for her feet to be active, and because she's kicking all the time, I love that she got this play mat. Also, her dad is a professional musician, so we thought it would be a cool way to get her introduced to the piano world by having her play on this piano kick and play mat. All right, I have a couple more must-have items for you. If your baby is going to be exposed to loud noises or music or going to be going to places where you think it's gonna be loud, I recommend getting headphones for them. The headphones that we love are called Baby Bands, B-A-N-Z. They look so cute on the baby. We got little pink ones. I'll try to put a photo in here so you can see what it looks like. And they really are comfortable and soft, and they don't squeeze their head. But Baby Bands is what I recommend, especially because we take Kaylee to so many concerts. And basically, they protect her ears. We like having these things for her to protect her ears. All right, the last thing that I am going to recommend, and this is not necessarily an item, it is more of something that is an intangible, but then you do get a tangible product. I highly recommend doing a newborn photo shoot. We didn't do the maternity shoot, and I'm okay with that, but I'm so glad we did the newborn photo shoot. When Kaylee was less than 2 weeks old, you want to schedule it early on so that they're still sleepy newborns. We hired a photographer and had her come to our house, and we set up little props. So for a newborn photo shoot, I highly recommend doing it, but it does need to be done pretty early on so that they still look like they're complete newborns. We did it when Kaylee was around 2 weeks old. All All right, everyone, so those are all the products right now that I am recommending and the products that I am regretting at the moment. There are a bunch of other products that I could talk about, but I wanted to keep this video short and sweet. If you have any favorite items, let me know in the comments. I am still always looking for new items to try out with Kaylee. She is still a newborn after all, so let me know what you like, and also let me know if there's products that you did not like. I will try to link everything I talked about in the description so you can check it out yourself. Hopefully this video was helpful for you if you are someone who is interested in purchasing newborn items. Again, I know it can get overwhelming, so these are things that really have worked for us, which is why I want to share them with you. Thank you so much for joining me back on my channel. And as a reminder, if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I would love to see you back here in the future. I plan to do a lot more videos about motherhood and about my life in general, how it's going after having a baby. All right, everyone, thanks so much for joining. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.